Hey, Rebecca, it was great to see you out at the house today. What a beautiful house. Great location, too. Let's take a look at some of the tops of the chimney. So, this is the study. We're calling this the study where you come in through the front door, look to the right, and that's this chimney right here. You can see it's got a nice stainless steel cap on it, keeping the birds and the squirrels out. These cracks in the crown could lead to future water leaks. I didn't see any water leaks today, but that's something that should be addressed by a handyman, a painter, even a roofer. They just need to be caulked to keep that from getting any worse and developing into a water issue. In the back there, we're looking here at the study, or I'm sorry, at the den rather, den fireplace. It has a metal top, and you can see it's in great shape, and it's got a cap on it that's screened to keep the birds, the squirrels out, and these louvers here actually keep the water out as well. It's part of the system. In the outdoor fireplace, English style pots up here, no caps on them, no problem. Two things: chimney caps are not code required in the state of North Carolina, so you don't have to put caps on it. And then what purpose would they serve? They keep the animals out of an outdoor fireplace, really. So no problems with that. Let's take a look inside. Study has vented gas logs, operates correctly. It's got a remote here. This fireplace is perfectly okay to switch over to wood burning. Simply hire a plumber to uninstall these gas logs, cap off the gas line, and then this fireplace is rated for wood burning. So you could do that in the study if you want. The way it is now, it has a proper damper stop in it. This is required on all working dampers, and that's so that you don't close the damper, forget to open it, and operate the gas logs, filling the house up with something you wouldn't see or smell, carbon monoxide. Flue system looks good, no problems with that. Let's scroll down here. Let's take a look at the den. Den fireplace can never be any more than exactly what it is. Guy was asked if it could be converted to a wood burner. Absolutely not. This fireplace came to this location during construction in a cardboard box. It's a system, and it's designed to operate exactly the way it is. It's vented. It works off the house switch on the left-hand side. I don't know what this little stain is here. Appeared to be a water stain, but it's not. I'm not sure what that is, if it's just paint or what. It's not causing any problem. I just took a picture of it so you could see it. The baffle inside's working, no problem. One of the things I was concerned about this fireplace was it had a slight staining in here that appeared to be carbon soot. Certainly had carbon soot here on both ends. And if you look up underneath this little ridge, which is out of sight here, but there's a ridge there, appeared to be carbon soot. Remember, when we're dealing with vented gas logs as a chimney professional, we're looking for carbon soot signs on the inside of the house. Okay that it's on the logs, that's okay, or in the firebox area. That all of that is very good. The problem is when it comes into the living section of your home. That's a problem, and that's what we were looking at. So I put a CO detector, commercial detector, up just to make sure there was no carbon monoxide. It's very likely that these stains occurred during the first part of this fireplace usage. Perhaps the logs were pushed a little forward. They realized the problem, because up in this little right-hand corner there is a thermal button or thermal switch, which means if the logs are pushed forward a little bit, the button goes off and shuts the logs down. But it could run long enough to make these stains that I saw. Then somebody would have pushed the logs back in the proper space. So I'm just saying that that's possible. Either which way, it doesn't make any difference. It's operating correctly today. Open wood burner outdoors, got a double flue system. Wow, that's great. No damper, no problem. You're not trying to keep anything out of an outdoor fireplace. Has a gas log lighter here, and it uses a key valve on the right hand side. Remember, with gas log lighters, you want to keep the key out of there. There's no pilot, so when you go to light this, you're going to put your grate down, you're going to put some paper, light the paper, put your wood on top, and then turn the gas on, because there's no pilot, right? So you always want to take the key out when you're not using it, because you wouldn't want somebody to turn the key, think that it didn't do anything, and fill this covered space, your outdoor space here, with raw gas. That would not be good. Remember also that all outdoor fireplaces do not have natural draft. Natural draft occurs, it's a differential between outside inside temperature. Has to be 30 degrees colder outside than inside to get a good draft. Obviously, if the whole chimney is outside, there's no differential, therefore no natural draft. By keeping this on low, this burner on low, the whole time you're burning wood in here, it'll force the smoke up the chimney instead of it come belching back in to your covered space. So remember to keep the log lighter running throughout the whole fire experience. So, all right, questions for me? Oh, before we do that, let's take a look at your report. Let's read it out to you, okay? Upper right-hand corner is a legend. Each one of these initials pertain to something. A is consistent with the age of the chimney. BC comments below. C, repairs needed. D, need further evaluation. Or E, not applicable. They're placed into the boxes next to the parts of the chimney that you can easily identify in this diagram. And then the only bad comment, or the only negative comment I have, is about caulking that steady chimney crown just to keep the cracks filled with caulk so that the water doesn't get down in there. Questions for me? Give me a call, 704-526-6348. You can email me at chris@affordablesweep.com. Thank you.